Taekook oneshot, please enjoy. Thanks, POV. Taehyung, good morning. The voice was soft, warm, and so close to my ear that it sent down my spine. My lips grew craved into a sleepy smile, but I didn't open my eyes. Instead, I turned around, putting my face into the crook of Jungkook's neck, inhaling his accent and wrapping my arms around him tighter. Taehyung, good morning, Koo. My voice is still heavy with sleep. He clenched it softly, the vibration against my cheek making me smile even. Honestly, I couldn't help myself. I took a deep breath, sniffed his accent like some sort of addiction, and who wouldn't? He smelled fresh even in the morning, as if he had just stepped out of the shower. No trace of sweat at all. Only my mind could pull that off. Jungkook placed a soft face on top of my head, and instantly my ear burned. My grip around him tightened, and he responded by hugging me back just as warmly. He stayed like that, cuddling under the blanket as if the world outside didn't exist. His fingers began to play with my hair, brushing through it gently. Jungkook, congratulations for reaching 1 million fans. Taehyung, thank you for being one of them. I clenched it. Jungkook, thank you too. You are the one in a million. That line, it made my heart feel so full I couldn't stop smiling. From the time I had 0 fans until now, when millions know my name, Jungkook had been here. My first supporter, my first love, He was there when I was unsure of myself. He was there to protect me when things got scary. He was there to cheer me up when I doubt myself. He had given me everything: love, care, support, hope. He had given me himself, and he still does every single day. My chest tightened with gratitude and maybe a little sadness, so I brushed my face deeper in his neck. Jungkook, let's get out of the bed now. We should eat breakfast. Give my shoulder a gentle shake. Taehyung, no, 5 more minutes. I shook my head. Jungkook, come on, it's already 8 a.m. He kissed the side of my head again. I slowly lifted my head to look at him with a pout. Taehyung, can we stay like this just a little longer? That smile, his wide eye clicking, heart-melting smile appeared. Jungkook leaned closer and gave me a soft peck on the lips. Quickly covered my mouth with my hand. Jungkook, I hadn't brushed my teeth yet. Jungkook laughed. Jungkook, as if we hadn't kissed without brushing our teeth before. Taehyung, still it's gross. I lightly hit his chest but smiled. Instead of answering, he just looked at me with that gentle gaze. So I went back to snuggling. This time though, my lips pressed against his neck. Jungkook titled his head slightly. Jungkook, B, giving me more ashes. Jungkook, B, Taehyung, without stopping my kisses. Jungkook, we really should be up. Instant of agreeing, I climbed on top of him, smirking. Taehyung, 1 more minute. Jungkook covered my cheek with his thumb, stroking my hair. Jungkook, we have to go back to your apartment soon. Taehyung, then can we continue later? I asked playfully. Jungkook, we will celebrate your million fans tonight. His hands moved to the back of my neck, pulling me down until our lips met again. Our kisses always matched in rhythm, soft, tender, and yet heated. Damn, yeah, you really like doing that, huh? I laughed against his lips. Jungkook, it's mine. So yes, the heat between us was growing until the door suddenly swung open. Good morning. Oh, he quickly turned around, covering his eyes but peeking through his fingers. Jungkook and I separated, both of us surprisingly calm. Jungkook, morning. Jimin is smiling. Jimin, I think I need to visit the church now. He printed to severe. Jungkook grabbed a pillow and threw it at him. Jimin blocked it easily. Jimin, seriously? What if it wasn't me who walked in? Jungkook, my house, my rules? He smirked him. Poof. I couldn't hold back my laughter. Jimin, fine, but at least lock the door. Jungkook, my room, my rules. Jimin rolled his eyes, picked up the pillow from the floor and tossed it back at us. Jimin, Auntie is waiting for you both downstairs. Go eat before someone else sees you like this. Before leaving, he peeked inside again, squinting his eyes at us before locking the door himself. After he was gone, Jungkook and I just laughed. Jungkook, so where were we? He wrapped his arm around my waist. Taehyung, you said we had to get up, so let's go. I flicked his forehead. He pouted, but kicked off the blanket, sitting up lazily. Jungkook, we will continue later, promised Taehyung. Yes, yes, now move. He smiled, get off the bed first, and pulled me up with him. Jungkook, shower first. He smiled. Taehyung, you wish. I rolled my eyes, but my heart was already racing at the thought of tonight. Thanks, POV. By the time we finished breakfast with Auntie and Jimin, Jungkook had been acting strange. Not the suspicious kind of strange, more like the I am hiding something and trying too hard to look casual kind. I narrowed my eyes at him across the table. Taehyung, what are you planning? Jungkook pretended to be innocent. Me? Nothing. Taehyung, your face says otherwise. Jungkook, this is my normal face. Taehyung, your normal face doesn't look like you just felt a secret. He bit back a smile and shrugged. Jungkook, you will see tonight. Tonight. What's happening tonight, Jungkook? Maybe I'll tell you, maybe I wouldn't. He winked back home. Taekook and his surprises, sometimes they were sweet, sometimes they made me question my sanity. But his smug look told me he was up to something big. By evening, Jungkook insisted I dress nicely but comfortable. He didn't say where we were going. He just handed me a black turtleneck and a long beige coat, pairing it with slim black pants. Damn, you are dressing me like your boyfriend or something? Jungkook is smiling. That's because you are my boyfriend. Damn. But I still wore what he gave me. When I came out of the room, he was already waiting, wearing an all-black outfit, hairstyle perfectly, civil earrings catching the light. My breath catch for a moment, but I quickly masked it with the teasing comment. Why do you look like you are about to film a music video? Jungkook, why do you look like you are about to steal my heart all over again? My cheeks warmed instantly. The drive to the destination was filled with light teasing and him refusing to tell me where we are going. Finally, we stopped at the tall building in the middle of Seoul. Are we at the hotel? Jungkook, not exactly. He took my hand and led me through the elevator. When the doors opened, I realized we were on the top rooftop. My jaw dropped. The entire rooftop has been transformed. Strings of warm fairy lights hang from poles, casting a golden glow. A path of small lanterns led to a beautiful set table in the middle, decorated with white roses and candles. The night view of Seoul stretched out around us, city lights twinkling like stars. Jungkook, my voice came out soft. Jungkook smiled, squeezing my hand. Jungkook, happy 1 million B. My heart felt like it was melting. Taehyung, you did all this. Jungkook, of course, I told you I would celebrate your you tonight. He pulled out a chair like a gentleman and I sat down. Still enough, the dinner was perfect. My favorite Korean dishes, kimchi stew, spicy pork, bulgogi, japchae, and even handmade tteokbokki, which Jungkook admitted he had help with from Jimin. For dessert, there was a strawberry shortcake, the one I had mentioned craving weeks ago. You remember, Jungkook? I remember everything you say. Halfway through the meal, the door to the rooftop suddenly opened and a tall woman in a long dress coat walked in. Her hair was perfectly styled and she had just unmistakable celebrity aura. Woman, Jungkook asked. She smiled brightly. I blinked in confusion. Jungkook stood up and greeted her, and they hugged briefly, a polite, quick hug. Nothing more, Jungkook. Nona, you came? Nona, okay. So she was older, but still, who just walked into a romantic dinner like that? She turned to me with a smile. Woman, you must be Kim Taehyung. Congratulations on your 1 million fans. I have heard a lot about you from Jungkook. Taehyung forcing a smile. Thank you. Jungkook B. This is Han Yona. Nona, my senior from the acting industry. We worked together years ago. She is like an older sister to me. Yora. I just came from a schedule nearby and thought I would drop by to congratulate you in person. Jungkook told me how proud he is of you. Taehyung is smiling still smiling but feeling a tiny sting of jealousy. That's nice. She stayed for about 10 minutes, chatting about her recent drama and complimenting my work. She was polite, warm, and genuinely kind, but the moment she left, I turned to Jungkook with the narrowed eyes. Taehyung, so you're Nona, huh? Jungkook, amused. Don't tell me you're jealous. Taehyung, I'm not jealous. Jungkook, your proud says otherwise. Taehyung, I'm just saying we are in middle of a romantic dinner and a gorgeous famous actress walks in calling you Jungkook like you are her favorite person in the world. Jungkook grinning, you are jealous. Taehyung, shut up. He laughed and reached across the table, taking my hand. Jungkook B. She is like a sister to me. She was one of the first person who looked out for me when I was a rookie. That's all. The only person I look at like that. He leaned closer. Is you. The sincerity in his voice made my chest tighten again. You're lucky I like you, Jungkook. Lucky? No, I'm blessed. You are my 1 in a million. Remember? After dinner, Jungkook led me to the edge of the rooftop, where a small speaker was playing soft music. The night air was chilly, but his hand was warm in mine. Jungkook, dance with me. Taehyung, here, now. Jungkook, yes, here, now. He pulled me close, one arm around my waist, the other holding my hand. We swayed slowly to the music, city lights sparkling around us. Taehyung, you are so cheesy. Jungkook, you love it, and I did. When the song ended, he didn't let go. Instant, he caught my face with both hands. Jungkook B. I'm so proud of you, not just because you hit 1 million fans, but because you have worked so hard, you stayed true to yourself and never gave up. You inspire me every day. My throat felt tight. Jungkook, I want to be by your side for every milestone, every success, every bad day, all of it. I am yours completely. Before I could respond, he kissed me, not rushed, not heated, but slow and full of love. The kind of kiss that felt like promise. When we finally pulled back, I smiled. By my earlier jealousy forgotten. Taehyung, you are mine too, Jungkook. He Green pulling me into another hug. Jungkook, then let's keep making memories like this 1 million more times. And under the fairy lights with the city below and the stars above, I knew I would. Thanks, baby. It has been 2 days since Jungkook rooftop dinner surprise. 2 days, and I still couldn't stop smiling when I thought about it. Jungkook really knew how to make my heart feel full, whether it was with the grand gesture of the little things he did every day, which is exactly why I decided it was my turn to surprise him. I was in my apartment that morning, passing around with a notebook in my hand. Taehyung, okay, can Taehyung think what would Jungkook like the most? Food, music, vacation? Jimin, who was lounging on my couch eating snacks, looked up. Jimin, why are you talking to yourself? Taehyung, because I am planning a surprise for Cook. Jimin, oh, finally you are not just receiving surprises but giving one. He smiled. Then, yeah, I do nice things for him too. Jimin, like what? Then, I sometimes make him coffee in the morning. Jimin, looked wow, romantic. I threw a cushion at him, which he easily dodged. After brainstorming, I decided on something personal and intimate dinner. I would cook myself paired with a small song performance. I would prepare for him something just for us without anyone else involving. I called Jungkook that afternoon. Taekook, are you free tomorrow night? Jungkook, for you? Always. I could practically hear his smile. Taehyung, don't make plans and don't ask questions. Jungkook, should I be worried? Taehyung, yes. I hung up before he could reply. The next day, I spent hours cooking, and let me tell you, cooking for Jungkook is stressful. This man has eaten food from some of the best restaurants in Seoul, and he's trying to make chapchae without burning the noodles. At one point, Jimin stopped by to check on me. Jimin, wow, you are really trying. Is that big beef? Yes, and strawberry bingsu for dessert. Jimin, you are really in love, huh? Taehyung, pulling my eyes. Go away before I make you wash the dishes. By the time the table was set with candle, flowers, and everything, I was exhausted but excited. When Jungkook arrived, he looked around the apartment with wide eyes. Jungkook, B, did you hire someone to do this? Taehyung, nope, I did it all myself. Jungkook, even the food? Taehyung, yes, even the food. Do you think? Jungkook, grinning, I didn't say that. But last time you tried, the smoke alarm went off. Taehyung, that was one time. He laughed and hugged me from behind, resting his chin on my shoulder. Jungkook, thank you, B. This already feels special. We sat down and I proudly served him each dish. At first, everything went smoothly until Jungkook took a bite of kimchi stew. Jungkook is freezing. Taehyung, what? Is it bad? Jungkook swallowing quickly. No, it's spicy. Taehyung, too spicy? Jungkook, eyes watering. I can handle it. 5 minutes later, he was gulping down water while I tried not to laugh. Taehyung, should I order delivery instant? Jungkook, no, you worked hard on this. I am eating every bite. And he did, sniffling and sweating the whole time. My heart melted a little at his determination. After dinner, I led him to the living room where I had set up my guitar. Taehyung, sit and don't say anything until I am done. Jungkook, curious. Okay. I took a deep breath, started strumming the of the song I had written for him. Nothing too fancy, just simple lyrics about how much I loved having him in my life. Halfway through, I glanced up and saw Jungkook staring at me with the softest expression. His usual playful grin was gone, replaced by something tender, almost vulnerable. When I finished, he didn't clap or tease me. Instead, he stood up, crossed the room, and pulled me into a tight hug. Jungkook B, you have no idea how much that means to me. Taehyung, I just wanted you to feel like I feel when you do things for me. He kissed me then, soft, slow, and full of emotion. We ended up sitting on the couch, leaning against each other, talking about everything and nothing. Jungkook, the spicy kimchi stew almost killed me, but I would eat it again if it meant seeing you smell like that. Taehyung, I will try not to burn your tongue next time. Jungkook, don't change a thing. It was perfect because you made it. And just like that, I realized surprises don't have to be perfect, they just have to be from the heart. The end. What do you think about this cute couple? I will be back with another one shot. Until then, take care of yourself, keep reading, and let me know in the comment section whatever you feel about it. Bye bye.